Right Rev'd Isaac Olatunde Olubowale, Bishop, Diocese of Ekiti-Oke, speaks on the Bible provides a framework for understanding the world and addressing the challenges we face. The Bible provides a framework for understanding the world and addressing the challenges we face. The golden rules for sustainable living. We have that in Genesis, not Jerry, Genesis, chapter 2, verses 7, 8, and 15. Can someone quickly read?
And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostril the breath of life, and man became a living soul. And the Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed.
Verse 15.
And the Lord God took the man and put him into the garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it.
Thank you. Matthew chapter 7, verse 12.
Therefore, all things whatsoever you will that men should do to you, do you even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets.
This is the concept you also find in Luke chapter 6, verse 3.
And Jesus answering them said, Have ye not read so much as this? What David did?
What you?
Luke 6:3.
Okay, let's move. Colossians chapter 3, verse 12. 4. Applicable, I'm going to take it from here. Applicable to us and our calling, especially as we think of our labor from the beginning of 1 year, getting to the close of the year, and with the hope of springing into another year. Paul, in this letter to the Colossians, in chapter 3, verse 12, said, As God's chosen ones, holy and beloved. 3 notes there. God's chosen ones, holy, 2, then 3, and beloved. Clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience. Bear with one another, and if anyone has a complaint against another, forgive each other. Just as the Lord has forgiven you, so you also must. Not optional. Must forgive. In James chapter 1, verses 19 and 20, the counsel is given that everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. In verse 20, because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. Your anger is your destroyer, not the killer of any other person. In 2 Timothy chapter 3, verses 16 and 17, there is the affirmation and the offering of moral principles and ethical guidelines that people can apply to their lives, to be guided by the scriptures. Can someone read that?
All scriptures is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of God may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works.
Remember, we are on the Bible provides a framework for understanding the world and addressing the challenges we face. Matthew 7:21. In it, the Bible encourages compassion, justice, forgiveness, and love for one another, which can help promote positive change and address societal issues. We are already putting our Synod 2024 theme in view. The theme is Pass on the Heritage, a collective responsibility. And the text is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 2. Passing on heritage is indeed a collective responsibility that involves individuals, communities, and society as a whole. Heritage emphasizes and encompasses various aspects of our cultural, natural, and historical legacies that are inherited from previous generations and are passed on to future generations. It includes tangible and intangible elements such as artifacts, traditions, languages, customs, historical sites, and natural landscapes. Considering our heritage via CMS, current trend notwithstanding, we look graciously into the year 2024 and beyond with a positive mindset. Our heritage via CMS, when we think of the scenario there in the 19th century, it's not different from what the world is facing today. In the years ahead, there are several gainful engagements that individuals can consider. Here are few areas that may offer opportunities if the church will affect the 21st century people. Take note of that. If the church will what? Affect. In other words, if the church will be relevant or considered relevant to the 21st century people. Take note from the Psalms in Psalm 145 verse 4. It is written, one generation shall commend your works to another and shall declare your mighty acts. And in Psalm 78, the importance of testifying about God's works to the next generation, so they would remain in the faith and not turn away, is emphasized. And this is the role we occupy. This is why we must get ourselves buckled up. The Bible provides a framework for understanding the world and addressing the challenges we face. Therefore, for the advancement and sustainability of the church, the light of the world, and the salt of the earth, we must know, work, and act. We must what? Know, work, and act on 1. Technology and innovation. The rapid advancement of technology continues to create new opportunities. Engaging in fields such as artificial intelligence, commonly called AI, automation, data science, cyber security, and software development can be highly rewarding. Our members are in the same world. 2. Renewable energy and sustainability. With the increasing focus on environmental sustainability, there is a growing demand for professionals in renewable energy sectors, such as solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal. Engaging in sustainable practices and working towards eco-friendly solutions can also be personally fulfilling. These are areas the church will have to get our members what? Fully engaged. 3. Healthcare and biotechnology. The healthcare industry is expanding, driven by factors like an aging population and technological advancements. Careers in healthcare, biotechnology, pharmaceuticals, and medical research can be both financially rewarding and contribute to improving people's lives. 4. E-commerce and digital marketing. The rise of e-commerce has transformed the way businesses operate. Engaging in online entrepreneurship, digital marketing, and e-commerce ventures can be lucrative, especially with the increasing trend of online shopping. Brethren, if our members are ignorant of this, don't expect fat tithes. Don't expect good offerings. Don't expect cheerful givers. You always have grumblers in the worship. 6. Sustainable agriculture and food systems. Education and skill development. As technology evolves, there is a need for individuals to continuously engage their skills, just as we encouraged one of us this morning. Engaging in education and skill development, either as a teacher, trainer, pastor, or by offering online courses, can be a valuable and fulfilling endeavor. No one has excuse. And sincerely, the more you equip yourself, the greater your output will what? Will be. 6. Sustainable agriculture and food systems. With the global population increasing, sustainable agriculture practices and food systems are becoming more important. Engagements in organic farming, urban farming, food distribution, and food waste reduction can contribute to a more sustainable future. If we think of our local environments, I can boldly confess that the foundation of every church in this diocese was on agriculture. When the early Christians contended with the idol worshippers, anyone who crossed over to the church, the first mark of change in the person's life is one, land is what? Given. See, go and organize your own what? Farm. And through that, from the proceeds, whatever is expected will be what? Will be paid. Joyously, they contributed towards building church structures, vicarages, and what? And schools. 7. Social entrepreneurship and non-profit work. Engaging in social entrepreneurship or working for non-profit organizations allows individuals to combine their passion for social causes with their professional skills. This can be highly rewarding in terms of both personal and satisfaction and societal impact. They call it voluntary work. Based on Christ's statement in the Beatitude, blessed are the what? Merciful, for they shall what? Obtain mercy. Then, the rule, the tradition, the aged within the church, even when their children, words, relations are far away, church members will make sure they are well taken what? Care of. The youth, the children within the early church. That's why there is the coinage of Ojume lolo bi omo, Ojume lolo to, Igba oju. That was the role of the church. Then, brethren, we need to understand the current trend globally. Sustainability is the common global challenge. Every profession, every nation, every community is battling with how do we sustain ourselves. Therefore, as Anglicans, and particularly in this diocese, for year 2024, brethren, let us sit up, understand the global trend. Yes, we've been deceived by those who claim they are orators, they are good in raising funds. If the church hinges on, yes, I'm good in siphoning. From current research, even the Dead Sea is now shrinking. The Dead Sea is what? Is now shrinking. So, bring. If they bring, and there is no refreshment, if they bring, and there is no courage, no hope, no fresh ideas to go and explore the world, their environments, put in what they have, just like the DEFCON team thing. What is that in your hand? If they come into the church, they don't know what is in their hands, or know the value of what is in their hands, and are not guided on how to use what is in their hands profitably. When next they come, what will they bring in? They will bring in frustration. They will bring in weariness. And before you know it, they will bring in crisis. Note Paul's statement in his letter to the Romans. Romans 8, 22 and 23.
For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together.
How many? The whole creation groaning and what?
And
Travailing in what? In pain together. Yes.
Until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which are the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit the redemption of our body.
Does born again rule out the challenges and sufferings today in Nigeria?
No.
Well, in conclusion, let us give serious thought to the WWJD concept. What is that? What would Jesus do? In the current situation, what will Jesus do? In our churches, in our communities today, what will Jesus do? Ultimately, the choice of gainful engagements depends on individual interests, skills, and demands. But our role is to always salt the people, season the people. Our role is always to provide light, to lighten the darkness before the people. It is important to find a balance between financial gain, personal fulfillment in ministry, and let us be contributing to the greater good. What shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his what? His soul. In this country, in the church, some who led at the apex of the church leadership thought the best to display is, yes, I have how many jets, private jets? And of course, one of the private jets was caught delivering what? He's still alive. What's the story of the jet today? Can he come out publicly? Yes, so area, I have estates. Many died, and the estates today are a source of crisis in their families. Let us be contributing to the greater good. Collective what? Responsibility. I am better, I brethren. For year 2024, let us change. The greater good, the common good should be our priority. I keep, this. You remember 2 Corinthians 5:10? What does it say?
For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, that everyone may receive the thing done in his body, according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad.
We are accountable to who? I am accountable to who? You are accountable to who? And our sure reward is, take note, that is well. Huh? Our sure reward is. Time will not permit us to focus on that is. And when you even talk of God, God is God. God is. God is God. God is. So, our sure reward is from God. God bless you.